It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Dream so high you can touch the sky.
Hello. Let me get this started. So what we're going to be talking about today, dreamers, is we're talking about dreaming big. And in order for us to really tangibly believe in dreaming big, okay, believe in it, walk in it, talk in it, move in it, caress in it, dance in it, okay, we really have to understand that there's a mental thought process that goes behind all of that. Okay, so that's what I'm here to do, because as a lifestyle coach, it's a lot that I do. And how I decided to be a lifestyle coach is I had a lot of responsibility at a young age, and I learned how to prioritize, not knowing that years later that this would be a great benefit for me to share with people, because I didn't even know it was a skill. I just assumed that everybody was able to organize things and do the things to make life look simple and easy, because everybody's like, how you do all the stuff you do? It's only through prayer and making sure that I have things organized and structured. All right. So if you don't know, now you know. I am T and Stacia White, the life transitioning coach. I wear a lot of different hats. And in those different hats, I have to reach for excellence. Now, am I perfect? No, by no means. But do I reach for excellence? Yes. So in order to do that, you must, people, be organized, okay? And not anally crazy, but organized so that things are easy to maneuver in your life. All right. So the topic today is getting unstuck, right? 5 strategies to prioritizing your goals, transformation, And so I woke and I said, I gotta do something different. Mind you, my life as a piece, I have great kids, amazing husband, nice family, nice car. So all that mess was intact. I'm talking about me. Okay. I was stuck. This woman was stuck. And that's sometimes where we get kind of the camouflage, because maybe life or, everybody around you, your family, your inner family is doing fine. So you just assume you're doing fine and you don't want to complain because there's a lot of people out there worse than you. But when your soul is not operating like it should, or things are going on and you're like, what? How did this happen to me? So I started putting in work. I started doing some stuff. I literally woke up that morning and was like, what is it that I need to do? First thing I did, and I tell everybody, the first thing I did was implemented putting God first. So that was the first thing for me that I needed to do. Once I did that, a lot of things were revealed to me, what it is that I needed to do. So I created this planning system that you see behind me. And I've been married for 21 years, but we've been with my husband for 28 years. So in order to keep that going and keep us in the great spirits that we're always in, that's a job too. Then I have children. I have a daughter. I have 2 daughters and 1 son, and now I have grandkids. So let's talk about how we have to departmentalize some things, right? And why we have to departmentalize. So divide your goals into categories or departments. And so when you're departmentalizing, you're doing your personal, your career, and your financial goals. Departmentalizing, you need to make sure that you have a system in place where you can put those categories together and visually see it. Okay. And stop trying to do everything on your own. Okay. You really need to jump outside the box and get some support and some help. All right. Tip 2. Set aside a regular, mandatory, no work time. And I know to some of y'all right now, y'all like, this heifer crazy. But I'm really not. I'm really not, because mentally we need that. We think that we can just go and go and go and go and go and go and go, and just like the Energizer Bunny, but that's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. He's fake. Okay, the Energizer Bunny is fake, and we're real people, and we cannot go go go. So you have to set aside some time, and I do that. There's time that I'm like, I ain't doing no work, and my time for me is in the evening, and I dedicate it. But it didn't used to be like that. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I worked from the time I got up to the time I went to sleep. But that is no longer the habits that I practice. So I'll do something that's not work related. And we have to mandate that for ourselves, because I know as business women, that's the part that is hard to do. Tip 3, plan what you need to get accomplished the night before. So for me, it would, so what I do is I get up early. So that's when I do it. So I get up really early. So my schedule might not be able to look like yours. So I get up early, so I plan what I need to get done for that next day. So I'm always a day ahead of myself, if that makes any sense. But if the night works for you because you're a night owl and you can knock this stuff out really quick and get your schedule and get everything done the night before, so you can get you a good night's sleep and don't be stressing and worrying about stuff that you don't have control over. So once you prepare, then you'll get you some rest. So spend evenings, or for however you schedule your day, because for me, it would be early morning, going over what you need to accomplish for the next day. This includes knowing what tasks to work on, what I should wear. So everything, if you're a meal prepper, get all that stuff done. Mapping out your day helps. It helps you flow through the day better than you just willy-nilly and kind of throwing everything together and stuff like that. That is a stressful day. That is a lot of stress on your body. And that is not you organizing to prioritize your goals. So the next one is true to heart. I know everybody's not a morning person, and I never was. So for me to be speaking on the behalf of waking up early, is I hung around older people, and what I realized is my grandmother woke up early. She woke up early. She was never depressed, never mean, always happy and smiling. And I'm thinking, then my grandfather, who just turned 90, he's the same way. He wakes up early in the morning, very early, gets his stuff together, very happy, very centered, very loving person. And I thought, it's got to be something in this waking up early in the morning. And I want to project what they project. And yes, it does work. When you wake up early in the morning, you prepare your mind to be ready for whatever is going out there in the world. And that's very important to do, because sometimes these world be trying to pow, knock you out. Knock you out, and you have to be prepared. Waking up early is something that needs to happen. The energy that comes from waking up early feels like you have a whole extra day in your life. Waking up early gives you enough time for self-care. Self-care is important, y'all, and life focus. It's true. And it provides you time to meditate, work out, drink a cup of coffee or tea if that's your thing, read a book, read an article, learn about something new. Early risers do catch the worm. That is a real thing. Becoming a morning person gives you time to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the day ahead of you. So this is just something that I've experienced that I want to share, because I was not a morning person. I feel like this queen right here needed all her sleep, but in actuality, I didn't. I'm good. So the last tip that I want to share is tip 5, and it's schedule in important tasks. So for me, because I have so many different type of calendars, because I do own 2 businesses. And so I have so many different calendars. I've learned to color code my calendar. I've learned to put everything in my phone and then give me a reminder. Because if you don't get into my planner or to my phone, I forgot that it even exists. It's not even in existence to me. And not that my heart didn't want to be there. My mind couldn't handle it because I had a lot going on. I'm prioritizing, moving things around, shifting some stuff around, ready to do whatever it is that I said my mouth, my body was going to do. And that's very important, that you learn how to schedule the important things. And take time out for them. Like for the month of October, October is the month that me and my husband met. So for us, it's a special month. So I try to do a lot of things, with him in October. So I know that business wise, I'm gonna have to scale back on some business stuff so that I can make sure that I schedule time for the people that mean the most to me. Those are the things that you have to do. You have to make time for the things that are important. And sometimes some other things are going to have to be on the back burner. However, if you plan for it, it won't be this big ordeal. It'll be you just living in your grace. And so that is why some of our most important task is pushed to the side because other things pop up, such as a phone call or a meeting, or, so we don't want to live in that practice because we're trying to be in excellence. And I tell you, excellence don't mean perfect. I need y'all to know it's not the same thing. When you're shooting for excellence, that means that you have a standard, and class and standard is still relevant. Okay. So I want you all to know that these things are important for your life. If you tell your kids you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, you should be somewhere. If you tell somebody you're going to help them out, you should be able to help them out because you've planned accordingly. And then you'll never get to something that you needed, the important thing that you needed to do. Even it's down to scheduling a doctor's appointment. That's important. Your self-care is important. And I know a lot of times we like to push that on the back burner. So those are the 5 tips to getting unstuck. Seriously, I'll be doing some more videos just really diving into the amazing life shift that has happened each year about life, because life is real. And right now it feels like life is on 20, but it feels like it's really moving fast. And what I am glad is that in 2018, it was put in my spirit to be ready so I didn't have to get ready. And for 2020, I haven't skipped a beat. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying this, that if ever you need to get your life in order so that you are no longer transitioning don't feel good. 4 years ago when I was transitioning, that mess did not feel good. Maybe all I had to do was pivot. That's a way better situation. And that's what I want you guys to understand. All right. See y'all later. Have an amazing rest of your day. And like I said, share this content with someone that you know can help today, or go to YouTube and just check out or subscribe to my channel. Talk to you soon. Bye.